There is a secret melody inside Norah Jones' Don't Know Why that most people are not aware of. But when you hear it, you'll realize that it holds the keys to making this song so memorable and so beautiful. The melody is simple. It walks down steps. And it's tucked behind her beautiful vocals. See if you can hear it in the original recording. Here we go.
I waited till I
There
saw the sun. I don't know
You hear
why I didn't come.
It's in the guitar. Listen again.
I left you by the house of fun.
It's going down.
I don't know why I didn't come.
Here it is again.
Don't know why I didn't come.
Did you hear it? If you didn't, here it is again, and this time I'm going to play with the track. Here it is. Ready?
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come.
And then it repeats.
I left you by the house of fun. I don't know why I didn't come.
And then it loops back again.
Don't know why I didn't come.
This melody is so clever because it's tucked away inside the arrangement, meaning it's kind of hard to hear, but if you lock into that guitar, it really forms all of the chords in this tune. It's got this beautiful descending quality where every time it drops into that new chord tone, it is so satisfying until it finally lands on the last chord. And this is so beautiful because it's uncommon in pop music, because most pop musicians would go, right? They'd play kind of ordinary chords like this, but in Norah Jones' case, she creates a counter melody while she's singing the melody. Did you hear that descending line? Right? Very beautiful. And the funny thing about this is that the tune actually uses some pretty simple chords as the basis. She starts on a B flat major, and then she goes to E flat major, and then like a D major, okay? And then like a G minor, and then like a C major, right? And then finally an F sus, see it? And then we end on a B flat major. Instead of playing these ordinary chords, she puts this descending melody on the top, and it totally changes the sound of the chords. So on the first chord, B flat major, she puts an A on the top, and it turns it into a B flat major 7. Way more interesting chord than an ordinary B flat major. But then when she drops the note, she makes it a B flat 7. This is a really nice leading chord to her 4-chord E flat major, and it drops in beautifully into this chord. Okay, now I love this part. When she goes to her D chord, it's right there. You see the third of the chord, right? D7. She puts the 7th on the bottom, and this leads beautifully to her G minor chord. And now she's on the 7th of this chord, okay? So she's kind of switching between the 3rd and the 7th of each chord. She's on the 3rd of this D7, the 7th of this G7, and then she goes to her C chord. This is the 3rd of this chord, okay? So that's kind of the trick. She's going 3rd, 7th, 3rd, 7th of each chord. And then on the final chord, the F7, she's on the 7th for this chord, okay? And then she finally lands on her B flat on the 3rd of this one. And this is a beautiful way to maneuver between chords, is to pull out one of the notes from the chord. In this case, she starts with the 7th, and then use that to lead you to the remaining chords. The other thing that's really cool is she tucks it underneath the melody. So if you're playing it at the piano, right, you got your bass and melody, right? she puts it right under the melody, and it actually creates this really beautiful harmony. Watch. So we have the melody here, right? And then the descending line here, give it a listen. So we have... But she not only adds this beautiful counter melody, she also adds some nice rhythms to it. And when you spice it up, it sounds really cool. You'll also hear Norah Jones play these beautiful fills in the right hand, which I call slip notes. This is a really nice technique where she takes a chord like a B flat major chord and she slips up to the third like that using the second of that chord. And same on the E flat. Instead of playing an E flat major, she slips up to the third of the chord like that. And she uses this on lots of her chords. Norah also uses that same counterpoint technique on the B section of the tune. Check out what it sounds like.
And my heart is drenched in
You hear it?
wine.
Nice piano fills. Here it is again.
You'll be on
It's in the vocals.
my mind for
Again, descending down into the next section.
out across.
So the chords on this section are pretty simple. It's like a G minor to a C, and then like an F sus. Okay, pretty basic. But Norah is not going to use those ordinary chords. She's going to continue with that beautiful chromatic melody that drops down. So she's going to go... right under her vocals, which is so beautiful. So basically what she's doing is she's starting with that G minor chord, but she's putting the 7th on the top. It makes it a G minor 7. And then on her C chord, she's got the 3rd on the top, root and 7th on the bottom, and then on the F chord, she's going to put the 7th on the top. So once again, she's using that same technique where she's switching between the 3rd and the 7th of each chord. And when you put that counter melody underneath your main melody, it sounds really nice. You hear it? And I would go as far as saying this chromatic melody that drops down in the guitar is really kind of the secret sauce of this tune. And if you really laser in on that melody, this is what creates the beauty of this song. It has all of this harmonic complexity to it, but I think what makes the harmonies so powerful is how that chromatic melody pulls out certain notes from the chord. And so it really draws your ear into some of those really colorful notes, like the 3rd and the 7th, which are some of the most powerful notes inside chords. And so this is a very powerful technique. If you're a pianist, if you're a musician of any type, and you're playing chords and you want your chords to sound more interesting, I encourage you to use the technique that Norah used here, which is to find a note, like the 3rd or the 7th, and see if you can connect it to one of the notes from the next chord in an interesting way. You can use chromaticism by walking down half steps. You can go up half steps. There are a lot of colorful ways to explore this. Now, if you want to go even deeper on adding richer harmonies to chords, you want to learn how to color your chords, you want to make them sound more beautiful, there's a couple courses over at Piano with Jonny. The first is called Chord Extensions and Alterations. In this course, we talk about how to use these beautiful, colorful notes on chords. And then the other one is called Passing Chords and Reharmonization. In this course, I teach you how to use beautiful passing chords, how to use 7th chords, and how to really color your chord progressions. We also have an amazing community over at pianowithjonny.com and structured learning tracks for your playing level. So I encourage you to check it out. We'll actually give you an assessment of your playing. We'll tell you exactly where to start. So there's no guesswork at learning at the piano. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.